I worked the front desk at a mid-range hotel for 3 years. In that time, I met exactly one guest who made the entire staff develop a group coping strategy. His name was on the reservation as D. Hartwell. We called him the folder. Every Thursday night, Hartwell checked into room 214 for work trips. Same room, same rate, same credit card. He'd arrive at exactly 9 p.m. with a rolling suitcase and a specific complaint about the hallway temperature. Not cold, not warm, wrong. That was his word. The hallway temperature is wrong. My manager Sandra would nod and explain that the system was zoned and we'd look into it. Hartwell would accept this answer, collect his keycard, and head upstairs. By morning, he'd be back. The pillows had too much fill. The blackout curtains had a 2-inch gap that let in the parking lot light. The shower pressure dropped for approximately 4 seconds at 6:43 a.m., which he'd timed. Each complaint was delivered with the patient tone of a man correcting a child, like he was doing us a professional favor by identifying our failures. Sandra's policy was full accommodation. Swap the pillows, safety pin the curtains, note the pressure issue in the maintenance log. Hartwell would inspect each fix with visible skepticism, and then announce that it was better, as if grading us on a rubric only he could see. Week 6. My coworker Priya discovered the pattern by accident. She'd forgotten to swap Hartwell's pillows before he came down to report them. She apologized, took them back upstairs, brought down the exact same pillows, and watched him press them with both palms and declare them acceptable. She texted me from the elevator, same pillows, he approved them. We didn't tell Sandra. What followed was 4 months of quiet scientific experimentation. Priya kept a notes app log. We tested variables. Same pillow, different case, complaint. Same pillow, same case, brief absence from the desk, approval. We learned that what Hartwell needed wasn't resolution. He needed the performance of resolution. The disappearance of a problem into the back office. The return of an employee with a neutral expression. The ritual mattered. The outcome was irrelevant. Marcus on the night shift refined the curtain fix to under 90 seconds. He'd take the curtains down, fold them once, rehang them identically, and Hartwell would run his finger along the hem and nod. Jerome discovered that writing something on a notepad while Hartwell described the shower pressure made the complaint end 2 minutes faster than listening with no pen. My personal contribution was the temperature log. I made a binder. Blank pages, a header that read HVAC zone monitoring, guest feedback, and a column where I'd write the hallway temperature as Hartwell described it. Wrong, slightly wrong, notably wrong. I'd frown at the binder, make a mark, and tell him I was escalating it to facilities. He'd straighten his jacket and say he appreciated the documentation. He never asked to see the binder, he just needed to know it existed. This went on for 14 months. My last week, Sandra finally pulled me aside and said corporate was reviewing long-term single-room reservations, and Hartwell's account had flagged. Apparently, he'd been leaving 1-star reviews every Friday, then calling to retract them on Saturdays after we'd followed up. Sandra had only just connected the pattern. She looked exhausted. I showed her the notes app. All 4 months of Priya's data, the pillow experiments, the curtain timing, the binder system. Sandra read through it quietly, and then looked at me for a long moment. She called Hartwell that afternoon and informed him that room 214 was being taken out of rotation for a full facilities inspection and would be unavailable for the foreseeable future. She offered him a comparable room on the 4th floor at the same rate. He never booked again. We don't know if it was the different room number, the implied scrutiny, or simply the disruption of a ritual that only worked because we kept playing our part in it. Priya thinks he found another hotel and another front desk to train. Jerome thinks he's still out there pressing pillows in the dark. My last shift ended quietly. Sandra shook my hand and said I'd handled it well. I took the binder home as a souvenir. It still has blank pages. I never wrote anything real in it.